Okay folks, here we are. Part 2 of the wee video. I am making a cure for my belly of pork, which in the result will hopefully have beautiful bacon instead of the crap that we are now presently buying from the shops. I'm going to show you some of the stuff that you would use to cure a piece of pork belly to turn it to bacon. There is really 4 main ingredients, and then there is additives. Basically the additives are for your own required taste, and I'm going to be trying a few different testers. Now, the first thing you need is kosher salt, which is something based like a sea salt, pure sea salt, followed by dark brown sugar, or a sugar that you believe would be to your taste as well. Pure maple syrup, not in the form of the pancake type syrup. That's just absolute garbage. So buy a maple syrup, although it's a bit dear. It's required for this cure actually. So, and you can do a mixture of maple syrup and black treacle, which I'm sure we all remember from our childhood. But there's one more ingredient. I'm going to show you these ingredients in a second. There's one more ingredient to me that, as someone who's trying to cure pork belly into bacon, and if you're trying it for the first, second, or third, or 50th time, I would advise you to get the following item, as it prevents botulism, a very unfriendly disease that would be found in pork if not cured properly. And that is this stuff here. So I'll just turn the camera and show you it. This is Prague powder. This will kill botulism, better known as pink salt. So if you can get a hold of some, as I had to over the internet as a special supplier, but there's 200 grams in, and that'll last you a long time, as you only use one. For this recipe that I'm doing, for 2.5 kilos of pork belly, you only need 1 teaspoon of Prague powder. As you can see, the rest ingredients are black treacle, brown sugar, sea salt, and some more refiner's sea salt, and maple syrup, which at this stage I have put into a mix. As you can see, it's been well ground down. This is going to be rubbed onto the pork belly, which I have prepared the first bit, which I'm now bringing to the table to show you. Here we are. This is going to be a beautiful piece of bacon. Well, I'm hoping it's going to be a beautiful piece of bacon. My idea now, this is not all for that piece. There's 4 pieces, so this will do 4 pieces. And when it's been done, it will be put into a Ziploc bag, air locked in, get all the air out of it, and then it will be refrigerated for 9 days approximately. Turning, it is very important to, at this point, is to turn the bag on a daily basis. Turn it over, making sure all the brine, when the salt goes into this piece of meat, the moisture, the water, etc. will leave, that therefore making a brine. So you want to make sure all this is covered with that brine over the period of that 9 days. Once this is done, it will be no longer pork belly, it will be classed as bacon. And bacon apparently like we've never had before. So that's what I'm hoping for the result. So I'll come back with this video, I think, after I put the rub on. If you want, you can add additional things. One of the pieces of bacon I'm adding is a rub. It's a barbecue rub. I'm not going to show you the brand name. It's a barbecue rub, and that'll be put on very lightly onto the pork belly before I actually put the cure on. A second thing you can do is there's a Cajun spice. So again, less than 1/4 of a teaspoonful covering your whole piece of bacon, or your piece of pork belly. One I believe will be really nice is paprika. I tried to get this in the smoke form, but I couldn't find any in the store at the time. This town seems to lack quality spices for some reason or another. But this is just another wee one of the things that I maybe try on these cures, but it's entirely up to yourselves. If you just want to keep to the basic cure, which will be quite a sweet maple cured bacon, and hopefully then I'll be smoking it. After 9 days, this will be all washed down, dried off, and put back in the fridge for a further 24 hours, where there is a secondary skin that forms in this called the pellicle. This skin is required, pellicle is required before you go to smoke any piece of meat, as it takes the smoke and allows the smoke to penetrate into the piece of meat. In this particular instance, I'm going to be cold smoking this after the 10th day. Reason I'm really cold smoking, which will be a period of 4 hours, is just for the flavour enhancement really. I will then finish this off in my kitchen oven at 200 degrees, looking for an internal heat within the meat, an internal heat of 150. At that stage it will be ready. Left to cool for a cooling period basically, and then hopefully sliced and fried. Even after the curing of this piece of meat, you will need to cut this into portions that you believe that you can use, and the rest is to be frozen, as although it's been cured, it will still spoil after a certain period of time. So we're always best and wise enough to freeze this, and if you're freezing, it should be frozen below a -18, which should be the standard home freezer. So hope that's enough waffle for the time being, and I hope you've found this somewhat interesting. I'm challenged by this project, and I hope to be showing you. I'll maybe bring it out during the cure and do a wee video of the mid-cure of what is actually happening to the pork belly in the process of curing. So again, it's a long process. It might be a money saver in the end up if you compare it with the garbage that we're buying now called bacon. So I'll see you after. Bye for now.